Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel and a happy Sunday afternoon. And yes, the game is finished. Spurs winning 3-0 through into the fourth round of the FA Cup. Let's talk about the game. I think it was quite telling. And I'm going to steal a comment someone's given me because I like it so much and I think it's so evident for the game today. So we're going to be talking about the game, the good, the bad, the ugly, but we are through and we have to be at least happy with that. Afternoon Spurs, David, Barney, Jazz, XL, Rec, Cowboy, how are we all? Look, not good is the way you would sum up that performance. Taking us about 100 minutes to get going against the lowest ranked side in the FA Cup of this round. Okay, so obviously there would have been other teams in other rounds, but left in the competition, this was the lowest ranked side, and we were poor. We were poor. I think there was yes, the pitch may not have been great, but do you know what? Tamworth had to play on that as well. So I don't want to hear about that excuse. For me, I think it was a little bit of arrogance to think we just beat Liverpool. We just beat the best team in all of football. Well, we're gonna roll through these guys, and we didn't. We didn't. I think 5 minutes in, I knew we were in for a fight because they, one, looked up for it as you could expect, but also they seemed to look like they were the Premier League side for the first half. They looked like at times on the ball they had more time. They also looked like they really just knew what they were trying to do style of play wise, and we look slow. And it's whenever we play a low block side, we are so slow on the ball, and today was a real evidence of that. But do you know what? We're through. Now, give you an update. The FA Cup draw is I believe it's after the Arsenal game. I think it's on after the Arsenal game, which I might go live for. We'll see. Sorry, the Arsenal game is on just to the side of me. I'm just peeking down every now and then when I see something going on. It's still 0-0. But look, I think looking at this, I think a lot of the players do need to kind of look at it themselves and go, that wasn't good enough, flat out. And I'm not going to single people out as, poor or great. I'm not going to single out people that are great, or anything like that, great or poor. Because there were players out there that looked good. But it's Tamworth. You should look good. And there's players out there that are poor. And you're like, you shouldn't look poor. It's Tamworth. You should look good. So, look, there is definitely something for me. I think we need to really, really be looking at this squad now and going, this isn't it. And Gibbo on Discord said something really fascinating. He said, if that wasn't an advertisement that we need some better players, I'm not sure what is. Perfectly summed up. There was a brilliant, brilliant sentence there. And, Levy was at the game and Munn was at the game and all those sort of in power, influential people were at the game. They had to look at that today and go, what the hell is going on here? Like, how the hell are we not 3, 4, 5-0 up by the end of the game? And that's on paper. When you actually watch the game, we weren't good enough. Do you know what? We did not deserve to be leading in normal time. And I think isn't that really just kind of the most appalling thing? They look like they could have stole it right at the end, by the way, in normal time. And I don't think I'd have sat there and been shocked because I think they were the better team. Do you know what I'm going to say? I think they were the better team. They created the better chances, that's for sure. Was never going to be an easy game away. They fought hard and looked like a little gassed. Yeah, well, I mean, but the irony was people going, why is Ange starting so many first-team players? He shouldn't be doing that. I feel like that might have been now justified. I think that might have been justified starting so many first-team players because actually we then needed the reinforcements as well. Not only did we start those guys, then we needed Son and Kulu and Slanky all off the bench to come in and help. It's a damning view for me personally. I'm beyond unimpressed with that game. Now, yeah, we're through, and I'm happy we're through, and I'm not going to sit here and be upset about that. Obviously, we're through, and in like I've always said to you guys, if you've been a subscriber or a watcher of this channel for any real length of time, I always say these cup games, it does not matter how you play. It just matters that you get through. And that was evidence today. And that fits today's game with a great description. Lancashire started, Timo was not good today, was he? Was not good today. Ravens won. I actually stayed up to watch the majority of it, Swaggy. Going to run into the Bills zone. That's a bit of a buzzsaw, but we'll see. I didn't notice. I don't know. Discord link. I'll send it here now. Hang on. There you go. There's the Discord link. I think players out there played cautiously, maybe by design, maybe pitch. Emotional highs are really hard to come down from. Afternoon, lucky escape. We're through. That's what counts. Well done to Tamworth, who made it a hard fight. Yeah, do you know what? All credit to them. All credit to them first. Mostly from this game today. All credit goes to them. I think obviously knowing that you're obviously a lower league team, and knowing yes, there is a level of ability gap between yourself and the opponents. It's the one thing that I have said about Johnson for so long. If things aren't going your way in football, in terms of the game, you misplace a few passes, maybe a few shots have gone awry, maybe a few crosses haven't really gone the way you want them to go. What's the one thing that you do today? What's the one thing that you'd have done? It's work hard. And those guys on the opposition team, Tamworth, they all went, look, we're not going to be able to knock it around 90 minutes. We're not going to dominate possession. We're going to struggle at times, but we're going to run ourselves to the ground. We're going to work really, really hard. And we don't have enough of those players, I think, at times. Not enough of our players run themselves into the ground when things aren't going well. Pape does it. I think Basuma is a guy that does it. Madison, you could say, somewhat does it. But, Johnson, not enough. Timo, not enough. I thought Mikey looked all right in the second half. Rusty. So I'm not gonna crucify him for today's game. I think with time he will get better. I'll say it, I thought Reguilon was all right today, but again, it's Tamworth, so it's like I'm not going to praise you for a good performance against a team that is not one division lower than you, not two divisions lower than you, not three divisions lower than you, four divisions lower than you. You should look good. It's your job, basically. I feel like I'm Roy Keane. It's your job to look good against a team like that. Sterling's coming on for Arsenal. I'm not sure what's happened here. Werner was trying to say Jenny terrible. Cannot support that every game, Jesus. Folks think we belong in the top four. What a joke. Spurs, lucky not net. We're lucky we not lose in the 90. He didn't play today. Swaggy, mate. This was good today. Yeah, thoughts on Young, is he injured? I've got no thoughts on him because I've not seen him play yet. Just gonna wait and see what he looks like. It's one of those ones. No, Basuma and Madison looked good. They did look good. It was one of those ones. Hang on. What minute did just want to double check what minute that Madison went off? I guess for the added on times. And Madison's played a full 90. Sonny played half an hour. Kulu's played half an hour. I think Slanky played a little bit longer. Where is Slanky? Slanky came on the 70th minute. Slanky's played an hour of football. I'm just thinking ahead of. So I'm watching the game there, but these guys who we're playing. Oh no, someone's been stretched off. I don't know who that was. Who is it? Who's been stretched off? I think it's Gabriel Jesus. I think, yeah. So sorry, I know it's a Spurs review, but I guess this is, thinking ahead to Arsenal in the week. We've just seen a player go off on a stretcher, and it's Gabriel Jesus. Spurs had a dodgy start against Coventry and Spurs now in the semis. It's about building momentum. I love that, Jazz. I love that. You were great in goal today, Jazz, for Tamworth. Yeah, tough one on the OG. Performance irrelevant in the hat. No injuries and ready for Wednesday. Well. Let's see on Wednesday. Obviously, still, we're just coming to the end of the first half in the Arsenal game. I'm just watching along here and there as they're playing. yeah, nothing's really happening in this game as such. Why does Timo still get picked to play? He has no future at the club. He's a fresh body. I think that's the only real thing I have to say about that. I wasn't great, but Bergvall's an outstanding player. Should be a starter for us. Yeah, Bergvall looked lively coming on. Do you know what it was with Bergvall? And it's something that I said about Pape before Pape started playing and running games in a row, starting, is coming off from the bench and playing with energy, playing with intent, playing with an output and in mind of pace, 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 pace. He's doing that. It's what Pape was doing a little while ago, and I was like, he needs to be starting. It's the same thing that you could say with Bergvall. Bergvall needs to be starting soon because the energy is, fantastic. I don't know what it is. Is it the Swedes that just love a stupid foul though? It's the only thing in his game that I'm like, oh, so many stupid fouls or bookings. Like he should have given away a foul right on the edge of our own box, and the referee waved it on weirdly. By the way, I don't think the referee was all that bad nor great today. Yeah, he was all right. Probably some agreement with Leipzig as why Werner starts to play so often. There is no excuse for it otherwise. Ministerian fan at the bar last night. He's a big Ange supporter. Says we need to back him fully. I agree. There we go. There you go. What we not go your first? Did we not go your first team, get a few goals and bring in young players? Well, there's that idea, but that didn't work either. When we see the lineup, I think Kulu, Bergvall, and Biss start for us against Arsenal. So we know Bentancur will be out against Arsenal. Well, sorry, I'm just looking at timeline of when we would say Pape went off in the 70th minute. I think Basuma played the full 120, didn't he? He did. Basuma has to play in the week, but he's played 120 minutes. So it's hard for me to see him actually playing in the week. Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, Bergvall, I guess you could say start in the week. I mean, Bergvall played about 20 minutes? Hang on, let me go up. Oh, Arsenal corner, which is basically a penalty. Oh, keeper caught it. It's the keeper that we scored against Man United from Sonny scored from the corner. Hang on. So Kulusevski came on, Spence came on, Son came on, all for extra time. So Radu came off, Madison came off, and Werner came off. I think, yeah. Look, if Biss can play, then Biss has to play. But if he can't, then you would say Sarr, Bergvall. Yeah, Sarr. Yeah, I was just thinking, is Kulu going to play in the midfield? Good Lord, no. I just can't. I just really can't. Johnson was not good today. I mean, I've been a defender of him, but today looked like every other performance he plays. No matter, it doesn't matter the opposition if they're great or they're lower league. It seems to be the same performance every single week. Gets into a decent position or two, crosswise, lets him down, might get you a goal. Sums up today, doesn't it? Arsenal have gone super strong. Yeah, they have gone super strong. They are playing. Arsenal are playing their first team, and they have lost Jesus. So we'll see what happens from then on. I hope they make a movie about this game. Well done, Tamworth. At the end of the movie, Ange holding the FA Cup, which makes Tamworth's performance much better. Love it, Timothy. Love it. Madison will start. Yeah, I think Kulu will go on the right for us. Obviously, we'll do the Arsenal preview tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We won't be doing it today. We also do need to talk about Cullen Moani again, but we're going to do that. Well, do you know what? We'll do that in a bit because I was going to go live for the FA Cup draw, which is about an hour and a half away. So we might talk about it there. I don't think Biss will start against Arsenal. Hoping Yang will play soon. Yeah, hopefully so. Basuma 100% playing. What about Gray in the midfield? No. No. I just think 5 minutes added on, crikey. I just think keep the back line the way it is. I mean, it's 2 clean sheets in a row. It's 2 clean sheets in a row. Like let's not change anything here. I know we get a bit bored and want to see different things. Let's not do this, and let's just keep riding the wave, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the FA Cup draw. Let's have a look. We anticipate draw to take place around 5 p.m, provided the tie doesn't go to extra time, in which case it will still happen following. Basically, after the Arsenal game, there's the FA Cup draw. Spurs, what number are we? We're going to be number 17. Okay. Number 17. Just remember that because I might not, because I have a memory of a goldfish. But yeah, tell you what, we'll go live for the FA Cup draw. Is everyone keen for that? Is everyone keen for that? Little about an hour and 15 minutes time, we'll go live again, and we'll talk FA Cup draw and who we get, and we could talk some Kolo Muani, because there's some Kolo Muani updates that I didn't talk about yesterday because I couldn't be bothered. If I'm honest, I was enjoying my day off. Watch us get a mad draw. Don't say that. Don't say that. Never say never, but we might get a player in before the game. Let's see. Let's see. This channel's very peaceful and not toxic, unlike others. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome, James. You're welcome. Keen. All right. Is it good news? It's better news than it was yesterday, Friday. How about that? Jesus Christ, Mike. Also, Mike, by the way, hell of an account name. I'm not going to say it because I'm not an idiot, but someone else should read his name and get an idea of what that sounds like. So tell you what, about an hour and 50, we'll do it at around 5 p.m. We will go live to do the FA Cup draw. We might schedule it for about 5:15. Maybe 5 actually, because we'll talk transfers. We're going to talk the FA Cup draw as well. All right. Werner wouldn't start on the left for Tamworth. Tell you what, Tamworth's left winger, the one that he works at Zara, he looked pretty lively. But anyway, thanks very much for joining. I'll be back in just over an hour to talk some more transfers and the FA Cup 4th round. Enjoy the rest of your afternoons, and I'll see you all just over an hour. Take care. Peace.